Yeah, my name is Jasmine Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
Basement level vibes with another one, straight up blackness. Aye. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benskop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see. The deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, the cripple can walk. Boom. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, we have to gather wrong, grab a seat and sit down, pay attention. Education, liberation, we have to stand strong. Benskop upon the radio, lively up the program. Everybody call somebody and let them turn and tune and pon the radio and catch the boom song. We boom it up already, we have to boom it up again. Expose and reveal him. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benskop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny.
Hello, this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington Law Firm, located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you. So call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.
Mr. Mark, I believe every word of Mr. Shu is saying. I am also afraid of Mr. Shu. Mr. Shu, if you are listening, I don't want anybody to harm you. This is a serious thing. Corruption is big. And we Chinese have to stop that. Been bullied by Jack Dale and other government officials to pay bribe. It's big all over Guyana. A Chinese to pay by bribe. Mr. Shu, I hope you to stay strong. Do not. We respect and salute you for your bravery, for coming up and speak against corruption in Guyana. Thank you, Mr. Shu. We appreciate you, Mr. Mark. 马克，我相信每一句苏先生说的话。我现在很担心苏先生。苏先生，如果你在听我说话，我不想任何人威胁你。圭亚那政府腐败很严重，这个是很严重的事情。我们中国人必须停止被那些政府用武力行贿。苏先生，我希望你能继续你的发表，也希望你在新的一年万事如意。
Guyana really nice. Guyana, it's a nice place.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Basement level vibes with another one, straight up blackness. Aye, who tell the truth? Mark Benscop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benscop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benscop, straight up from the root. Mark Benscop, who tell the truth? Mark Benscop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benscop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benscop, straight up from the root. Mark Benscop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benscop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see. The deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, the cripple can walk. Boom. Who tell the truth? Mark Benscop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benscop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benscop, straight up from the root. Mark Benscop, who tell the truth? Mark Benscop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benscop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benscop, straight up from the root. Mark Benscop, we have to gather wrong, grab a seat and sit down, pay attention. Education, liberation, we have to stand strong. Benscop, the on the radio, lively up the program. Everybody call somebody and let them turn and tune and on the radio and catch the boom song. We boom it up already, we have to boom it up again. Expose and reveal him, who tell the truth.
All right, hey, sorry about that, guys. We had to take care of some stuff at GPL. They were about to cut off our electricity, and we just had to negotiate with them. Those who are in Guyana know exactly what I just said. And those of you who are not in Guyana would say, what the heck did Ben Shap just say there? Sorry about that, guys. We just had to get a few things in order before we came on. Our makeup, hair well combed and everything. Tie looking good. Sorry about that, guys. You know, we're not usually late. We don't complain, but we are late. We are a couple minutes late tonight. But we will make it up. Here's what we're going to start off with right away. The system, let the system work. And those who have been saying let the system work, they seem to, sorry about that, but seem to still be sleeping. They are sleeping while they're telling us to let the system work. Can we get an ad for that? Can we get something for that? Oh, let the system work. Some sort of, for those of you who love oldies and who love to go to transport or wherever that is, sing us some sort of a oldies, right? Eartha Saul and those of you who love oldies, those who can waltz. Oh, let the system work. We gonna let the system work. It gonna work, twerk, twerk. No, you can't sing oldies and twerk. What sort of oldies is that, right? Good evening to all of you. Every single one of you. What's going on? What's going on? I see somebody say Nigel, right? No, Nigel said let the system work. We gonna make the system work. We gonna go to sleep. We gonna whatever. I'm sorry about that, guys. I might as well keep my whatever job that I have, right? Babysitting, whatever. But good evening to all of you, beautiful people out there. I'm not going to call your names. I don't want people to get upset with me at all, but we can't leave out the Bostonians, Booker. You know, Booker, they're plentiful out there in Brooklyn, Maryland, wherever you go. The Bookers and all of those people are there. So true, Hector, and all the crew. Level vibes. Hey, guess what? While you share the link, all you guys share the link. Hey, we can't leave out Matthew Dennison. He said afternoon. I don't know where the afternoon lady is, but all those masqueraders, all those people, every single one of them, including Barbara Pilgrim from New Amsterdam. Mark, why you don't leave the lady alone? Why you don't go and pick on somebody your size? People pick on me all the time, every day, whether they get size or they don't get size. They pick on poor marks. I might as well just, be Barbara Pilgrim. Who else I could pick on? Barbara can't catch me if we run a distance. Right, but good evening to all of you guys, though. Afternoon lady. Notice how the PPP, they're no longer rushing in to predominantly African communities, Guyanese communities. They're not going, they don't care any longer. It's done with elections over. They use them people. And them poor boys out in Linden hungry bad. So if any one of you in Linden right now and you get a spoonful of fried rice, whatever it is, give it to these three guys, please. Please give it to these three guys because the PPP turned their back on these guys. Shame on them, right? Look.
Yeah, this is the elite team, the root team.
So the PPP is no longer seen in these communities. But wait a minute. Wait until elections again. Then you're going to see them. They're going to run up. They're going to step up like Charmaine Blackman. Oops, Charmaine Blackman. Good evening, Charmaine Blackman. Emancipation. Fake emancipation celebration by these corrupt PPP people, right? So they rounded up a few people like Charmaine Blackman and the fake Rasta O'Neil, Leon Saul, and so forth, right? And anyways, wasn't it Charmaine Blackman who sang the song, You Best Step Up, before you get lap up, you get wrap up. So anyways, level vibes, you might as well come with something new, man. Here's what I found. The guy that actually sang this song.
Basement, level vibes with another one, straight up, blackness, aye. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto.
Aye. Right. Aye. I say that because, here what? There's a new song that's out. Listen to this one here. That is why you're not seeing my face, because my face is not important, right? Well, yeah, good. It says, let the system work. Well, it worked, right? Nigel and others, it worked. But here's what Level Vibes is saying here now in this new song. You kind of got to like it right here.
Struggle with the ends meet. Fed up on this, so I love you want sweet. Oh, you are eat food and we not eat. You are bring it like and nazi. Only to get to you can know never feel it. Them a slip and go every night, me. Them a walk around with them bare feet. And you are quality of blind like a nazi. Only to get to you, them up down the station. In charge, wrong medication. Food is the answer for the nation. Food, they get to food man pay. And I let the warm more than that. Food that become in my pot. And I let the warm more than that. Man, I feel move straight and stop move like a rat. And I
it's saying man have to move straight. They got to stop move like a rat. Right? I love that. Man have to move straight. Them have to stop move like rats. The ghetto youths them in Guyana, them a punish. Tell that to that Nimakaram, that numbskull guy, that mophead guy, that dunce. Tell that to him. Ghetto youths, them a suffer in a Guyana. You hear? The song says it, not just me.
Level vibes, sycamore. Get to struggle. Hey. And I let me want more than that. Food that become a mama pot. And I let me want more than that. Man, I feel sick and stop more like a rat. And I let me want more than that. The crime and the violence, and I won't stop. And I let me want more than that. My family. Struggle, we have trouble with the ends meet. We fed up on this, so I know we want sweet. Oh, you are eat food and we not eat. You are bringing la and them nazi. Only to get to you alone, you are feeling. Them a stick around when they like me. Them a walk around with them bare feet. And you are wanna get blind looking at it. Only if I get to you, them up down the station. In charge, wrong navigation. Food is the answer for the nation. Food, they get to food.
I know you guys want to see me, but just not yet, right? We got to address the ghetto youths, them, because they are crying out. They are crying out not just for justice. They want economic attention. They want every single thing. And this corrupt, racist PPP regime has turned a blind eye on these people, right? Level Vibes is saying that, speaking for all of us. But listen to this goon, this Nimakaram. Listen to him. You could tell he hasn't gone far in nursery school.
Breaking news, guys. The donkey speaks. Y'all listen. Come quick. Y'all listen to the donkey.
Continue to listen like for Borough and Mark Bench Cup and every day they lie. Every day they attack lie. And then you listen to them back the next day. How you could be a success, man? How you could get there? There's nothing. You come do a whole program for represent again. We ain't got no ghettos in Guyana. The country developing. Look at the boulevard.
That was a special edition of The Donkey Speaks.
And lo and behold, the ghetto youths coming out with their own song, leveling it up, so that these Nimakarans who like to dismiss and pretend that there's no ghetto youth, there's nothing. Some of these guys believe, some of them, or a lot of them, they believe that little free money that they get. It's not rich. They're not rich people. They just land themselves some money. Rich people are people who are accustomed to money. Rich people. Rich people are people. If, for example, I get $1 million tomorrow, it means that I'm lucky to get $1 million. Not Guyana dollars, right? It means that I have access to money. Rich people, you just barely get little crumbs and yalim are rich people. But these are the folks who are talking that there's no ghetto use. But here, ghetto man speaking, leveling up. Let's go.
Every ghetto youth a star. Just another life we asking for. You want the house and we want like jar. Big money cheap and a money reservoir. The level of gun, the level of war. You can lock me up to the behind bar. Love is the answer, I love rock the wall. The level of different scar. Hey, and I like the one more than that. Food that become a mama pan. And I like the one more than that. Man, I feel the street and stop move like a rat. And I like the one more than that. The crime and the violence, and that's no way you stop. And I got the one more than that. My family.
The ghetto youths are singing the crime, the violence, they're hungry. That is, and just imagine, Guyana is supposed to be an oil-rich country, you know, right, GT Root Girl and others? Guyana is supposed to, golly God, it's supposed to be an oil-rich country, and the youths are crying out. Sorry, guys, that's the lowest we get. By tomorrow, we'll try to get it better for you. We're working on something too, a new song. And you know, we're working on something. But hey, let's get straight down into business. What else can we talk about? Hey, look, let me just congratulate this guy, father and son, right? That's Clive Fraser and his daughter. Clive Fraser and his daughter. They're the owners of a business out in Brooklyn. You got to go out and support it, right? They're now supporting us. Let me see, we got to, right? Exquisite Hair Palace out in Brooklyn. GT Root Girl and the whole crew, y'all go down there and get your hair, your nails. For those of you, Carl Miller and so forth, for Labor Day coming up, y'all go and cut y'all hair. Miss Booker, y'all go down to this place, Sean James and the whole crew. Y'all go down. Gavin Caesar and the crew, y'all go down to this barber shop and hair salon, nails, and whatever. Give them the business because they're giving us a plug here. We got to give them a big plug too, right? And those of you who might be looking for something to do, there are booths available for rent, qualified beautician. Just go out there. Go out there, guys. Support this qualified. They're looking for beauticians. They're looking at barbers and all these things. Give them a call. 917-917. I repeat, 917-692-1843. The numbers are there. Give them a call. Give them a call and support the business. Guyanese own. Look at it. Look at it. Look, just take a look at it. We're giving you guys a quick walkthrough before we get down into the politics, and we want to get down into the politics, right? Look at this. I got to go there. I got to go there. Somebody's asking me if there's no show tonight. Of course there's show tonight. I don't know what's happening, but we are on. Some people are saying that they're not getting me. I don't know why they're not getting me, but sorry about that. But yeah, head down there. Head down to this barber shop there. Where is it? It's 5321 Church Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. 5321. It's right between, I believe, 53rd and 52nd Street on Church Avenue. You can't miss it, right? And congratulations, these guys, owned by Clive Fraser and his daughter. And go down there and give them that support, guys. Go down there. Tell them that we sent you. All right, what else is happening? Some people are texting me and asking if there's a program tonight. Of course there's a program tonight. Of course we're on. Somebody said that they're not seeing. They're not seeing. Put on your glasses if you're not seeing. Thank you, Bernadette James. Congratulations to those folks. Again, go out there. Christopher Chichester saying, nice spot. Of course it's nice spot. Go down there and flood them with business. And if you're a beautician, you're a barber, Gavin and Gavin Caesar and those guys, and Chisel Chipper, 53rd and 54. You seem to know Brooklyn real good. Thank you so much. Head on down there and support those people. Head on down there and support them. What else is happening? What else is happening? We can talk about. Last evening, we talked about the victory. Congratulations to Roysdale Ford. He keeps sending these PPP vagabonds to the CCJ. They're always running to the CCJ like if the CCJ owes them something, right? Whether there's some sort of a secret deal between the PPP and the CCJ, that the CCJ always seem to be ruling in these vagabonds. Something about the CCJ. If I had my way, I'll take Guyana away from the CCJ. Just take Guyana away from the CCJ. It is a waste of time. Most important matters, most important political matters are not being dealt with appropriately at the CCJ level. They are biased, of course, they're one-sided, and they just do not render proper justice on behalf of the Guyanese people. Silly folks, most of them at the CCJ. Outside of that, what else is happening? Last evening we spoke about this matter, right? They promised to provide free university education. Free university education. It's almost 3 years now since they've been installed, and not a word, not a single word about free education at the university level. Shame and disgrace of the PPPC regime. Shame on them, my friends. Shame on them. And we've got to remind them of this. Shame on them. And just yesterday, we heard at the shore base now coming up and popping up, giving 4 small scholarships. Leave that for us at Ben Sharp Foundation. Leave that for us right here on Straight Up for small scholarships and so forth. But you have a $1 billion entity, $1 billion entity giving out 2 or 3 scholarships of 500,000 Guyana dollars. $1 billion entity. Come on, guys. Come on. Right, Marla Alicock? Sure. It's a shame and disgrace. Chisel Chipper 68 is asking, what about the nurses? What about the nurses, sir? What about the nurses? There's nothing about the nurses because the PPP regime doesn't give a damn about anything. They're all about to fill their pockets. That is what it's about. As long as their friends are rich, the nani rich, the aji rich, the chacha and the chachi, the mamu, the mami, the dabit, and so forth and so on, as long and Didi and auntie, uncle, Cici, everybody rich except the majority of poor people in Guyana, including thousands of ghetto youths. They don't give a damn about those people. They're more concerned about friends, families, and concubines. They're concubines. They go to these hustling spots, these wild spots, these dangerous spots like that brothel on Brickdam. You guys know that brothel. Remind me of it. Anil loves to go there. And then they get a brothel on Main Street. That's always some sort of shooting out and murdering and so forth. That's all. They go to pick up things. And when they pick up things, they go out and they have fun. And they give the girl or the guy or whoever they have fun with a house lot. That is what they do. Thank you, Roxanne Bess. You know that. Wild House, right? That is what they do. And so when it comes now to keeping to this promise that they have made, false promise. Look, promise to provide free education. Free university education will be delivered. 3 years now will be delivered what? It's kind of like you call in you say you get baby yet? No, mean delivery yet. But it's 3 months. What do you mean no mean delivery? On the 5th month you call up you're baby, no mean delivery yet. You're waiting and they're waiting and they're waiting. 6 months I want you're no mean delivery yet. 7 months won't mean delivery yet. And that is what the PPP, the corrupt PPPC regime is doing to Guinea's people. 9 months, no mean delivery yet. 11, no mean delivery yet. 1 year, no mean delivery yet. And then when you decide to go to Guyana, you decide, okay, GT Rubio, let's keep it nice and clean. Please, thank you. And now, so you go to Guyana, all the time she's telling you, don't worry, we will deliver, I will deliver. And then when you go to Guyana now, guess what? 12 months, 13 months pass, all you doing, you sending you money, you waiting on everything. And she said, yeah, I can deliver, I ain't deliver yet. When you go, you only hear that it was just a fake news, that she had no intention in delivering anything because there wasn't anything to deliver. And you poor old man from Brooklyn who just saving up your little money every time you go into Guyana getting fooled. There's just like, I'm sorry, not everybody that go to Guyana get fooled, mind you. We can't get with Guyanese girls them like that. But that is, or that is too. But that is what the PDP is all about. Sorry for that description. I should never do that, right? Again, I promise you guys. And so that is what they do to Guyanese people. They fool you. They lie to you. They sweet talk you. All manner of things they do to you. Right, Marilyn Larimer? All sort of things they do to you. Right, Ramrati Jagdeo? Every single thing, they lie to you. So this free education, it's fake. If they intended on doing that, it would have been from day one. That is what real governments do. That is what real leaders do. They stick to their promises. This PPP corrupt regime, they've been sticking to nothing except corruption, except persecuting people, except their racist agenda, except corruption. That is all they are doing. They're not delivering on what they promised the people. Free university education. Shame on them. Watch, maybe they run out with a press conference and start announcing these things now, right? Now, what's the other thing that we can talk about? If we can just remove that from off the, and look, before we go, look what they said. Somebody reminded them that university education was free from 1976. I repeat, it was free from 1976. So all the mamu, the chachi, chacha, uncle, auntie, grandmother, grandfather, nanny, nana, everybody, didi, and Bai. You guys know who's Bai, right? Good. All of them got free education at the university level. All of them. But yet them a batag, born am punish abi. All manner of things. And Gabby rice flour for eat. Today, look who you running for eat rice flour now. The supermarkets in Guyana selling rice flour. Right, Ramrati? They must sell rice flour now. And cassava and plantain flour. But everything, look what Bornham do, Abby. And poor Bornham, they need grave, Rawl Chalmers, right? Bornham, they need grave. And look what's the best thing now. Rice flour all over the world. Plantain flour. Every single thing. But no, you starve, Abby. You know how many of them filed for asylum in Canada, in America, and so forth? I hope the table turns now. That a bunch of people can, because people are punishing in Guyana for real. People are being persecuted in Guyana. There's real daily discrimination in Guyana right now. So the table should turn, man. People should just do whatever they got to do when it comes to filing asylum. You know what I mean? All right. What else they promised? What else have they promised that they I wish to look at your comment section, and I'm still being distracted. Some people are saying that they're not getting the program. There's nothing that I can do. If I am on and you guys are texting me to say that you're not getting the program, there's nothing that I can do right now. I don't know what do you guys want me to do? Tell me the truth. What do you guys want me to do right now if you're not getting the program? There's nothing I can do, but let's move on though. And some people say Ben Shap can be a bit arrogant. Gosh, can you address the people properly? Okay, I will address them properly. Sorry guys, I'm on the air, and try again, please. Thank you. Okay, now let's get down to some other promises that they have made. What else have they made? You guys remember 50,000 jobs. I don't know who bought that. Who was so gullible? 50,000 jobs. Look at who said that. Bigger produce. Look, he mouth like catfish. He mouth like catfish. Right? Both of the same. But who are these guys fooling though? Who were these guys fooling? Carl Miller is saying he doesn't get the program. I don't know why you're not getting the program, Carl, but if you just double check with a friend, let them send you guys the link or something like that. I am sorry that some of you guys don't get the program, but there's nothing that I can do. Y'all ensure that y'all get the program, right? But let's get back to catfish mouth, right? Catfish mouth. Let's get back. 50,000 jobs. Where this guy was going to get 50,000, where he was going to pull it out from. Now, let us be realistic. Where he was going to pull it out from. Where? Can somebody tell me? Now, we're all big people here. Let's read between the lines. Probably where he has it stored, there's about 100,000 jobs where he has it stored. He can pull it out, but he's not pulling 50,000 jobs. Where? Mr. Wayne V. Caesar. 50,000 jobs where? They have no full-time jobs for people. They have just part-time jobs they're giving to their friends and cronies. The part-time job is 10 hours a week, and they're handing it out to friends and cronies. Chisel is correct. They're talking about jobs. This Kunumunu is talking about jobs. But where are those jobs? They have no jobs, they have no vision, they have no policy, they have nothing to offer people. Absolutely nothing to offer people other than corruption, 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 this fish mouth. Corruption, corruption, that is all they're offering. And I've got a lot of Guyanese who just sit back and they don't say nothing. They just accept it as it is. And then they get some others, while some of you guys sit back. I know somebody might cuss and say, "Why you don't come back, Mark? Why you don't come back? If right?" And then we get some of them fighting Biden. Oh, Biden should do this and Biden should. Why they don't? Oh, these chaps and Biden should have a fact-finding mission down in Guyana. If the people don't go out, look, if they don't go out in the thousands into the streets, you think the White House cares? The White House feels that everything is hunky-dory. And anybody could write a letter to the White House. It doesn't mean it's going to reach in the Oval Office on the desk of the president. President Biden isn't focused on what's happening in Guyana. Blinken didn't go to Guyana on any fact-finding mission to find out. It is in the interest of the Americans, American businesses, and so forth and so on. They're not concerned about some little black guy or girl or brown girl or whatever out on the quarantine, whether Annis, whether Philippi, whether Salton, whether Port Brant, whether Blackbush, Polar, Mighty Curie, Leslie Holland, wherever, Port Brant, Bloomfield, Lancaster, Liverpool, Kelowna, Norney, Firish, New Amsterdam. They're not concerned about that. So we've got to just pull back for a minute, as I pull back for a minute, and I don't want to basically flame you guys up in a sense, hyper you guys that yes, the Biden administration is going to do something, the White House is going to do something, the State Department is going to do something, and all of us in Guyana, all the people in Guyana will be liberated. Thank you, Joe Biden. Politics is not like that, my friends. It doesn't happen like that. It's easy to sit and talk these crap, because that's what it is, crap. When the Americans or the White House would move is when they see action on the ground. 50,000 people on the ground. Not a bunch of whole heap of talking on Facebook for 3 likes, 4 likes, 20-something likes and more likes and dislikes. It doesn't move like that, guys. 50,000 people onto the streets of Georgetown in Guyana. Shutting the country down is when you get the attention of people. You don't get to the attention of people just talking. Well, join me, right? And then you talk and same thing, talk. They have a song. Whenever these guys talk, you got to play this song. I'm tired of the same thing over and over. I'm tired of the same thing over and hyping the people. Hype. State Department, White House, State Department, White. These people probably just tired of them dotishness, that, right? But sorry, enough of the shades. Enough of the shades. We got to take a break. Seriously, guy, I gotta smile. I really want to smile. Enough of the shades.
Basement level vibes with another one. Straight up blackness, who tell the truth? Mark Renskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Renskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Renskop, straight up from the root. Mark Renskop, who tell the truth? Mark Renskop, defend the ghetto.
Enough of the shades, guys. What else you guys want us to talk about? For 3+ years, some folks have been talking about the same thing. Same thing. Sarah gotta go. This body gonna go. Biden gonna take care of we. The State Department. That's it for the PPP. We're still there. Sarah's still there. It doesn't seem as though Sarah's going anywhere. At least not for now. She goes into retirement next year. Next year is around the corner. There could be a reason why Senate is holding up these, not just Sarah's appointment, the appointments of ambassadors in several other countries. Several other countries. It's a list of countries without any ambassadors. Not just Guyana, right? So it's not like it's a deliberate move or specifically for Guyana that they don't want to replace Sarah. There's Nicole who should be there, but Nicole has not yet been confirmed. Nicole is the new the ambassador designate, but she has not been confirmed as yet. And because she has not been confirmed, it simply means that Sarah, who the PBP doesn't like now, mind you, read between the lines, the PBP doesn't like Sarah at this time because they don't really like what Sarah is doing for obvious reasons, mind you, right? So they decided now that the PPP regime, that they're not getting, the Americans are going to definitely go after the PPP, not because people sit down and say there should be fact-finding mission and so forth. Real credible evidence heading towards the Oval Office, the State Department, and other places that I'm not going to sit here and say, I saw those evidence and I know that. I don't know anything. I'm just reporting to you guys about what could possibly happen. The Security Exchange Commission may very well call for sanction against this company. And when they sanction this company, it simply means that Exxon cannot do business with them. At this point in time, Exxon is not giving up. Exxon is not giving up, but the U.S. possibly would be forced to ensure that the Mohammeds are sanctioned. To ensure that the Mohammeds are sanctioned. So we can just keep our eyes out for that. And these are important things. That is why, mind you, as you read between the lines, Irfan Ali decided that he's heading to China. He's currently in China. They're in China with Yu Todd and lots of others, some soup drinkers and so forth. I'm surprised that my friend Dr. Richard Van West Charles isn't in China too. Right? Van West Charles, good evening to you. He's not in China, but who knows? He was in Canada with them. I thought that they would have taken him to China too. And so, but in China, they get a couple soup drinkers who are there. And Irfan Ali is moving to China now for business. They're moving to China for business. That is what it is. Because the Chinese company owns 20% of Exxon Guyana. 20% of Exxon Guyana. 20%. 20%. Maurice Sukraj is saying here's what Maurice Sukraj, and Maurice Sukraj seemed to, Maurice, humble yourself, as we say. Here is Maurice Sukraj. Maurice Sukraj, good evening to you, sir. Mark, why don't you call on the people to support the call for Glenn Lal to shut down? Glenn Lal must support the people on human rights issues and persecution and so forth. One hand man don't clap, One hand man don't clap. The people have been talking about Exxon for a while. I'm glad that Glenn is doing his thing. But one hand man don't clap when the people hit the streets to protest about other matters that concern them. Why Glenn Lal doesn't join them too? So that when Glenn Lal has his stuff, people will join him as well. Because this is all about Guyana, This is not about one man, one woman, or whatever. So Glenn Lal, you can't sit down and say people got to join Glenn Lal. Let Glenn Lal go and join people too. People fighting for human rights issues. Their rights are being violated. All manner of things happening to people. People want to see Glenn Lal by Square of the Revolution. People want to see Glenn Lal in front of GCOM. People want to see Glenn Lal in front of the DPP chambers. People want to see Glenn Lal protesting too. So don't sit down and say, oh, people got to join Glenn Lal. Glenn Lal got to join people too. Glenn, if you're watching, join people too. One hand man. The uncle could hardly read and write, but he always made sense. it took me years to realize that he made sense. It made me wonder whether I went high-flat university too. The man used to say, one hand man don't crack clap. One hand man don't clap. Tell Glenn one hand man don't clap. Every Morris, like Glenn paying your box of cocoa power, man. Good evening to you, Mr. Join Glenn Lal. Join Glenn Lal. Glenn Lal got join the people too in the struggle. The struggle, my friend Sukraj, is not about oil alone. It's not about oil. It includes oil, but it's not just about oil. The martyrs celebrated another anniversary in Linden. Why Glenn Lal drive up Linden and show solidarity with the people? The people were protesting at Square of the Revolution and joined the people too. Glenn Lal get vexed when people don't join his struggle. But how does he feel when, how he thinks people feel when he doesn't join their struggle? Again, I repeat, one hand man doesn't clap. You ever see a one hand man clap? Unless it's Kwame. One hand man doesn't clap. Maurice Sukraj, have a good night, man. And good to see. Good to see, Again, this is not knocking Glenn. It's a good thing that he's doing. He's standing up. He's doing what he's doing. And I'm not knocking him for that. One man don't clap. Right? Whew. Tired just reminding you guys that one man don't clap. What else can we talk about, guys? Maurice Sukraj gone by like a hit him for 6. Over the boundary, right? Over the boundary, Maurice. You get knocked tonight by. You might get vexed. You might say he's coming back and watch Ben Sharp. Oh, he's back again. Let me see what Maurice. We're not picking on Maurice. Maurice is with us every night. Maurice is saying here, the oil is the most important issue facing Guyana now. Glenn Lal's struggle is for all Guyana. Glenn Lal, other people have been struggling about this. There's no one man in a struggle for all Guyanese. Oil is not just the most important issue facing Guyana right now. People's human rights are being violated. That can never take center stage over fighting for oil. When people's human rights, their constitutional rights, and all these things, and people are being discriminated against. No matter how much you fight for oil can't save a country if there's no rule of law. Oil can make a country wealthy depending on who is in office. But if you have all the money from oil wealth and people's rights are not being respected, people are being slaughtered, people's rights are being disrespected, all manner of things, people are living in fear. How could oil top the list of our priority? Oil is part of that list of priority, don't get me wrong. But you can't just single out oil and say to hell with police gunning down people, to hell with the racial discrimination, to hell with discrimination, job discrimination, employment discrimination, and all manner of things. To hell with that. Forget about that. That is not important, according to Maurice Sukraj's argument. It's not important. Thank you, Keith Beresford. Freedom of speech and all these. Oh, forget about that, man. I'll be just focused on oil. I'll be focused on oil. That is an insult to me. And it's an insult to thousands of victims in Guyana. Those who are being discriminated against because of their political affiliation, because of their ethnic persuasion, whatever. And then you're jumping, but oil. People must just forget about everything, right? And jump on oil. Well, are we going to drink oil for tea, breakfast, and dinner? That what are we going to do? Oil? Every day we get up, we drink, hey, give me a glass, oil, buy. And then you have hundreds of people who are incarcerated. They're not getting an early trial. You get people who are discriminated. You get young girls who are being taken advantage of, being raped and all manner of things, and no justice. And we must forget about all of these things and only focus on oil. Oil. Oil in the morning, oil in the night. Well, forget about oil in the night. But sorry about that, guys. Oil, 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 oil. Oil, man. Selassie, oil, oil. Every day, tea, breakfast, and dinner, oil. We don't have a proper voters list. The election's rigged. We don't even have the elections petitions being heard or nothing of that sort. Again, you guys understand me, right? Oil is important. Our oil wealth is important. But it's not the only thing every day and people got to drop what they're doing and running. But oil. Good evening to Glenn. Again, it's a good thing to fight. Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing. People must just drop what they're doing and join Glenn because Glenn fighting. Of course Glenn is fighting. Again, don't get me wrong. Glenn knows that he's fighting. Glenn knows that he's doing a good job by exposing what is happening. But all of us got to do it together. When the people out in Tiger Bay or wherever are being persecuted, all of us must be there together. We cannot ignore 5 human rights violations and only focus on 1 because it suits your agenda. No. All right, so what else is happening? 9:54. No, I'm not running away now. I'm not running away. GT Root Girl seem to be only focusing on one area. She's talking about this, and now she gone to the alphabet A, B, C, B, D, B. Calm down. GT Root Girl, what's going on tonight? It's raining outside, right? All right. So what else? What else is happening? What else is happening that we can talk about for a few more minutes? You know why? You know why we got to talk for a few minutes? Because it's the only show that you get this.
Basement level vibes with another one, straight up blackness. Aye, who tell the truth? Mark Benscop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benscop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benscop, straight up from the root. Mark Benscop, who tell the truth?
Hello, this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington Law Firm, located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you. So call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.
All right, don't forget we got we're advertising now. If you get a business you want to advertise, whatever it is that you have, we advertise, right? Well, not necessarily whatever. If them banners selling the little weed around the corner, we ain't gonna advertise it here, but we got to tell you bang the corner, right? But 5321 Church Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, right? Go out there. There's a barber shop. There's a beautician needed. Go out there, support these folks, man. They're from Guyana. Clive Fraser and his daughter. See, she graduated from a real university. She graduated from a real university. They run a real business. Go out there and support them, right? 100%. And when you're in Guyana, and if you're in Guyana, support Andrew's Supermarket. Andrew's Supermarket. And we got Brooklyn lawyer, New York lawyer, Shalon. You got to go out and support Shalon as well, right? Go right out and support Shalon Washington and her law firm. What else it is that we can talk about before we go? Morris gone now, like Morris bombs raising now. Morris telling somebody that they're delusional. Morris has made a point about people got to join Glenn Lau. We have countered that by we gave Morris multiple examples as to why one man don't clap. It's not just about oil. It's about human rights too. And people have their loved ones are being discriminated against, being locked up wrongfully, being raped. Those are serious issues too, Morris, right? So don't, you guys take it easy with Morris. Morris has been with us from day one. He continues to be with us, but he shares a different viewpoint. But he's always with us, and we gotta take it easy with Morris. We understand Morris bumps raise a little bit there, but don't annoy him so that he can run away from us. We don't want him to run away from us. Stay with us, Morris. Please do. Stay with us. Stay with us. He doesn't necessarily have to be on our side. It very well be PPP. Who knows? But at least he has been respectful. So what else? What else is happening before we go? Rhonda Lane is back now, right? Now Rhonda Lane coming. Rhonda Lane, now you come to class. Somebody should just tell Rhonda Lane she's late for school. She missed assembly. She missed everything. But good to see you though, Rhonda. Somebody, Rhoda, Unwaka is saying here, and good evening to you, Rhoda. Guyana's population is not even 1 million people, but people are still poor with all the resources in Guyana. So true, ma'am. So true. So true. People are okay, good. Ron is just from a meeting. Shondell Griffith, now know where Shondell Griffith now running out from and coming in the classroom late. We're wrapping up now. We are wrapping up now. A lot of people are now joining us because maybe they're now getting through to us. One of the things that I wanted to ask and remind about is this situation. This is gone. We forget about it now, right? We didn't even say nothing. What is she up to? The permanent secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs. What is she up to? Is she still liming with her friend Azruddin Mohammed? Still liming with them, out liming, and she's her husband and Azruddin and all of them? What are they up to these days? What exactly are they up to? And are we going to be hearing that this guy who celebrated his 55th birth anniversary yesterday, or 55, whatever he has passed retirement age now, and what is going to happen? Are they going to send him home? Here's what I think may happen. Irfan Ali wants to just confirm him. I don't know how that's going to happen. Confirm and then send him packing, and then they could put Blanham, or they could put the guy who's heading Soku, who is always out of the country. So Soku basically is an agency that's eating up taxpayers' monies, and corruption galore at Soku. And Soku deals with corruption, and it's probably one of the most corrupt agencies in Guyana, law enforcement agencies. If and when audited, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. So this guy, what's his name? Hicken, acting commissioner of police, should be off very soon. I think when Irfan Ali returns from China, if Irfan Ali returns from China, or he might be seeking asylum in China, who knows? I don't know. But China seems to be more important now than Guyana, even as we prepare to celebrate Emancipation Day on August 1st. Being in China, collecting lavish gifts and enjoying himself, doing what God in heaven knows in China. Well, okay. There's a lot to do in China. I was there about 2 or 3 years ago, so I know there's a lot to do in China. Beautiful place, don't get me wrong. But the businesses there, people doing business in Guyana, it seems as though the installed PPP regime are more comfortable doing businesses business sorry with the Chinese businessmen, because they get an opportunity to do a lot of things like sue and so forth and so on. They can't do that with the Americans. And watch what's going to happen. Just watch. There might be sanctions. Like, I think I'm seeing some sanctions. You never know. I don't know. I'm just saying. You might see some sort of what you call it, extradition request. Again, I don't know. I'm just saying it, mind you, right? I'm just saying it here. Wayne Caesar is asking me, where is Sue? I wish I knew where Sue is. It's all part of the plot, guys. Don't be fooled. Sue wasn't going to be charged. Sue wasn't going to be locked up. Sue is an agent for the Chinese Communist Party. So how could you lock an agent up? You think Jack Dale could challenge Sue? Come on, guys, read between the lines. He could bluff his way, but he knew that he can't challenge Sue. He knew that Sue cannot be arrested or anything. He knows that. And why do you think he rented one of his houses out there in Prattville to Sue? And he says he doesn't know where Sue makes his money or gets his money from. Of course he knows. Of course he knows who Sue is. You think Sue just came from Guangdong, China, just like that, and got all the money in the world to buy off all the forestry lands and all manner of things? Thousands upon thousands of acres? Just like that, Sue? Sue is an agent for the Chinese Communist Party. Sue is an agent, guys. So at no point in time Sue was going to be arrested. At no point in time he was going to evict Sue or nothing. Sue is the Chinese embassy. Sue is the Chinese. And Jagdier dare not insult Sue by arresting him and making... Why do you think it died down? Jagdier is no longer talking about Sue. The matter is done. It's dead. Otherwise, Jagdier, the allegation that he got a big fat bank account in China. If he touches Sue in Guyana, he will be exposed in China. So y'all read between the lines, guy. As we prepare to go to bed this evening, let's pray for Guyana. All the people who are suffering the human rights violations, all the brothers and sisters who are in jail unjustly, the judicial system that is corrupt at every level, the police force corrupt at every level. This is not to say everyone should be painted with the same brush, mind you. I just thought I'd make that clear. They have judges who have not been confirmed. And in order for them to be confirmed, guess what? They got to sing the tune for the PPP. And those who are not singing the PPP tune, they are not going to be confirmed. Look, for example, the other day, Gino, I think he's not confirmed. Justice Gino, acting judge. He's an acting judge. There are others who are acting judges. Why should we be having, or why should we have acting judges in this time and age? Acting judges. Gino Prasad ruled against Irfan Ali the other day, said that Irfan Ali violated the Constitution. Do you guys think that Irfan Ali is going to want to confirm, Judge Gino Prasad? Y'all think again and understand how Guyana is running. Someone asked a question here, something about Mark Norton is not leading Guyana. Did you guys, I got a question there. Mark Norton is not leading Guyana? Mark, shh. Don't say nothing. Don't even respond.
Basement level vibes with another one, straight up blackness. Aye, who who tell the truth? Mark Scott, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Scott, radio station is the fruit. Mark Scott, straight up from the root. Mark Scott, who tell the truth? Mark Scott, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Scott, radio station is the fruit. Mark Scott, straight up from the root. Mark Scott, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight.
All right, we're looking at the time now, 8 minutes after 10 o'clock. I gotta head down to Brooklyn because we run Brooklyn, right? Somebody said we run Brooklyn. I gotta head down to Brooklyn. I gotta get me a haircut. I hope those guys at that barbershop. I'm so happy we get a barbershop advertising with us, man. Right? Wayne Caesar, Gavin Caesar, and the whole crew, Lemon, and all of us gotta head down to this barbershop. And all you ladies out in Brooklyn, all of y'all, whether y'all in Brooklyn, Queens, wherever, GT Route, y'all go and finally do your hair, man. Do something to your hair. All of you, Miss Booker, all of you, head down to Brooklyn. I'm going to this barbershop and get my hair cut. I ain't gonna lie. I'll give them a nice plug. They deserve your support. They're owned by Clive Fraser and his beautiful daughter, graduated from a real university. Go out and support them as well. And you need a lawyer also. We get everything we have here in the house for you guys. Just go out and support these people. Support Shellon Washington. Support her law firm. Go out and you in Guyana support Andrew's Supermarket. Just go out and support. And if you have business that you want to support, thank you. Wayne Caesar said he's going for his haircut. You have business that you want to advertise, we take it all. We advertise funeral homes as well. The debt is announced as a PPP. The debt is announced as lunch. I'm sorry about that. We don't call debt some people here at all. But just to make the point, we advertise every single thing. Every single palm reader. All right, guys. It's been a beautiful Thursday night with you guys. We will be back tomorrow. Wayne Caesar, we'll give Wayne Caesar a call and we'll have him back tomorrow. Our executive producer wants to have more of those guys, so I wouldn't have to go for the entire hour all by myself. You know, I'm getting old now, right? I need company, right? So, not in that sense. Okay? Come on, cut it out. Your minds, cut it out. For those of you who, you have some questions about immigration matters. Whether you have any question about asylum, you have any question about adjustment of status, you have any question about your I-130, whether it's being delayed, you have any question about your visitor's visa, you have overstayed, whatever it is, feel free. Give me a call. Don't hesitate at all. Give me a call. Let's sit down and let's talk, and you will be properly guided. Don't be afraid to ask questions and get things done. And with that said, thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time, right here on 107.1 FM. We should have Lincoln Lewis with us too. And then, we probably after this week, we'll get back into inviting guests, because I'm just tired of sitting here all by myself. Unless Wayne Caesar and others are here. Let me just say good night to Dr. Van West Charles. These guys really can't bear the chief, seriously. These guys can't bear the chief. They just can't bear the chief. And then whenever you guys run into Dr. Van West Charles, just yell and shout at him, bear your chief, bear your chief. Bear your chief. Bear your chief. But the man ain't bear any chief, man. The man is kind of, I don't know, man. The man is can't bear the chief. can't bear the chief. You know what I mean? They can't bear the chief. Can't bear the chief. Can't bear the chief. They arrested this guy because he can't hold any. The PPP something else. Look how many of these lagu bagus, these vagabonds in the PPP pull out, fight up and struggle for pull out and urinate all over the place, all in itself, all over in Parliament. And I'm not saying men gotta control sometimes, but you see a bush, you're running a bush. You probably see an old building, you're running an old building. You urinate. I don't know, but I mean, it's not something that I would do. It's not like I haven't run through till at the back somewhere. Yeah, but I'm not a kind of road carnival kind of guy that urinate. But I'm not saying that this is what David Patterson did. But to charge him, to arrest him and place him on $200,000 bail, I don't know, man. I wonder whatever happened to this guy back in 2015, what he did just around this month. Look at what he did, right by a tomb. Right by a tomb, peeing. And these are photographs that I took, so I know I saw him, I caught him. Right there. Oh, Father. God gotta bless our country. We've got to pray for our country. We got to do even more than just praying for our country. We can't sit down and wait for Biden. We can't get vexed with Biden for not doing anything when we or people back there hardly doing anything. When there's a protest, very few people go out. We need to get our priorities straight. We cannot get victory by being as divided as we are divided as a people. One man doing your own thing in some corner, humbugging a group of other people from moving forward. The division is there. It is real, guys. It is real. Too many people doing it to too much likes and dislike. The struggle is not just social media activism, it's not for social media, because long before social media, many of us were in the ghetto on the ground. I'm not saying that to discredit anybody. We've got to wake up. The struggle got to get real. And we cannot gain any victory being as divided as we are. And some are very selfish, thinking that it's all about them. Enough of the shades. But no amount of conference, divided conference, and one-man organization writing anywhere can make any difference. It's not going to happen. It didn't happen for over 3 years. It wouldn't happen now, my friends. We all love Guyana, and it is painful what is happening in that country. But we've got to wake up. We've got to change our strategy. It's got to change. I'm out of here, guys. God bless all of you. I'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time, with Wayne Caesar, and possibly a couple other guests. So long.
So, this is attorney Shellen Washington, owner and founder of the Washington Law Firm, located at 455 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're specialized in medical malpractice, personal injuries, matrimonial law, and landlord and tenant. If you're in need of legal representation, please give us a call today. The number to call is 718-877-3100. Consultation is free at no cost to you. So call us today to see if we can be of any assistance to your legal needs. Again, the phone number to call us is 718-877-3100.
basement. Level vibes with another one. Straight up. Blackness, aye. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, I do it for the love, him not do it for no money. Straight up, him attack, educating everybody. Big up my friends and big up my family. Turn on the radio, catch the vibes, it's integrity. Straight up, Benskop stands for unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. Free up the truth in the air, even the blind can see. The deaf can hear, the dumb can talk, the cripple can walk. Boom. Who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, who tell the truth? Mark Benskop, defend the ghetto youth. Mark Benskop, radio station is the fruit. Mark Benskop, straight up from the root. Mark Benskop, we have to gather wrong, grab a seat and sit down, pay attention. Education, liberation, we have to stand strong. Benskop, upon the radio, lively up the program.